And welcome back. It's Mr. X, Smiting Fatty, and we're going to be in on Game 4 right here. It's going to be TK against SoaR. It's their fourth map, Domination on Sovereign. Right now we're going to join mid-game as TK is going to make a strong push onto the B flag, getting 3 people on there, and it looks like they're going to take it back.
That's exactly what you want to do, too, is get as many people on there as possible. That way you can take it. But already
something's
the
wrong.
Host ended the game.
Yeah.
And that was such an awesome match so far.
Yeah, you saw Spacely leave, and I mean, once somebody leaves, usually means the rules are wrong or there's something wrong with the host. So we're going to try and figure out what's going on right here. But on this map, you're going to want to send one of your AR guys into the server side or that green side of the map, and he can really just lock down that whole right or left side of the map. And then you really want to push your subs up that mid alley or up into top control. And once they get control of that side of the map, you can either push straight through to the other team's flag, or you can easily get down back onto B to defend it, or even take it after you pick up a few kills. But it looks like the host dropped. So I imagine it was SoaR probably requested a new host. So we're gonna wait and get an invite. I just got an invite from Gunjar. Let's see where this takes me.
Hopefully it's not to the lobby where it was just him again, because he tricked me.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't just that lobby. No, there's people in here. It's just TK in here, so we're waiting on the SoaR guys. But Sovereign Domination, one of my favorite maps, just because the map is symmetrical. It's pretty much the same for both teams, so there's really no favorable side.
Yeah, it's all about that top control in my mind. I mean, you get your subs in there like you were talking about, just lock it down, and then the ARs can do all the cleanup work on the side. And whenever you can, throw as many bodies as you can on B. But yeah. I was casting Curse New York the other night, and they were down coming into this map, and they went for AC, AC, and left B alone, and totally won off of that, which was amazing, I thought.
Yeah, it's definitely a viable strategy on this map, because you're going to either force a team to rotate back altogether and take their home flag or the other team's home flag. And then if they don't get it, you're pretty much going to spawn the mid-map in that little snake area in that control. So it's definitely not a spot you want to be spawning. It's definitely easy to keep getting spawn killed from there. So I see a lot of teams go for that AC cap when the other team has B and they're down by a lot, and they just want to kind of reset the map a little bit and get map control. So definitely one of the things I'll be looking out for during this matchup too.
Yeah, you're getting a little scouting right here. TK seems to always be coming up against complexity. So, a little scouting by Mr. X, but it's okay because it's in the name.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's in the name of casting and entertainment. And I'm so glad to be here. 2000 series with these awesome teams. But SoaR, Methods, we know Methods is going to tear it up. It's up to Heist, Spacely, and Liar. He's not in the lobby, so I had a hard time.
No, he's not here yet. He's still he's doing other things probably, But yeah. I'm going to really be looking at Nesla for TK, because that first Freight Domination that TK lost, Nesla didn't really have a good game on either side. So he's really going to just step up. He's got to focus more on slaying. A lot of times when you're an objective player, you try to focus too much on the objective, but at the end of the day, it's a shooting game. You still have to kill people. So he's going to just have to focus on, you really just need to focus on killing people before you do the objective. A lot of the time in the Freight game, you notice he would just kind of go out into the middle and throw smoke and just try and jump on B. But you really just have to pick up those kills first and then get on the objectives.
Yeah, and I think that's where TK could use a coach, just to point out things to the different players, just to show them, they might be doing something a little different. And, I know they've been looking at maybe some Golden Boy action going in there.
Yeah, I heard rumors of that. That would be a great pickup for them. Golden Boy is an extremely smart, just video game player in general. I mean, he's been around for as long as I've been around. He knows everything like the back of his hand. So, I mean, that would be a great pickup for them. And, the game's going to restart again. Better host, I think. Well, I really don't know. I'm not playing, so I couldn't tell you if it was a better host. But I'm going to be jumping on with TK. And this is where you're going to see Gunjar pull out a submachine gun. Like we were talking before, mostly on Search and Destroy, he's rocking those ARs, pretty much the Remington. And right here on Respawn, he's going to be primarily using the MTAR.
Yeah, the MTAR, it seems to be the fan favorite for everybody. I'm not a fan of the sights, though. Like, that's just how, this is where I come in, not being a pro. I cannot get used to those iron sights, so I always put a red dot on it. But Gunjar already getting shots on people. Can he get a kill? He does get a kill. So great job by him, 2-0 so far.
Yeah, and I mean, those are just two great kills from Gunjar. I mean, like you were saying with these iron sights, I actually prefer these iron sights. I think they're pretty good. They don't take up too much vision of your screen. You have good peripherals, and Gunjar's going to move into B and get a huge kill on methods right there. And I mean, Gunjar was just tearing it up until I jinxed them. And there you see Sharp was trying to get control of that green side with that AR, but he's taken out, and it looks like SoaR is going to take control of this B flag. In theory, can't get in here and pick up this kill, but he does, but it looks like but SoaR is going to take it right back. And I mean, SoaR just has great map control right now.
Yeah, SoaR doing a good job, but Gunjar, he switched over to an AR so that he's showing his versatility, but he cannot get the kill right there. So he goes down, and they're losing Bravo one more time, so we're going to see Theory just chuck a couple grenades in there and a stun, but unfortunately he doesn't get a kill with that.
Yeah, you know, right now I'm on with Sharp, and I want to see if Sharp's going to be able to use this Remington to take control of green side. He knows he's getting flanked. That's 3 down for SoaR. TK really needs to capitalize on this and get the B flag.
Yeah, and they are going to jump on, but a player from SoaR was able to take one of them out. Sharp all alone. He gets taken out. So Gunjar still doing the slaying. He's 7-3. And on the other side, it's Heist, 7-5. And look at methods. I said he was going to go double. He's going to have to make up a lot of work. He's only 1-4. So yeah, he has a lot of work to make up.
Yeah, I mean, right now you got to get a lot more production out of Spacely and methods. Combined, it's about what? It's 3-4. It's about 3-12 right now. You know, you're gonna need better plays out of them too right now. You're not gonna win this domination game with kills like that. And, you know, but as long as they can keep it close, I'm sure those guys will turn it on soon enough.
Yeah, it's all about keeping it close. But right now, TK just, seems to be controlling the map a little bit better. I mean, we did see SoaR right off the bat do good, but Neslo, he seems to be picking it up, 8-6. He's doing a lot better than he did on Freight with that Vector.
Oh, absolutely, and that was one of the things I had talked about before this match, that Neslo is really going to need to step up in the slaying department to give TK a chance, but at the end of the day, I mean, Gunjar is just on fire, man. I mean, he's just using all types of guns. I mean, ARs, subs, and right now you actually see him using an AR primarily, trying to get back, because SoaR looks like they're using 2-2, so he's able to have that luxury of running an AR also on this map.
Yeah, Neslo just picked up an AR as well. I'm going to watch Gunjar, though, just because he's been doing so well. And we see him pick up a player, and he's going to pick up 2 right there as we saw Theory go down. But 14-5. Gunjar just continually impresses me, as do all these pros, actually. Like, even when they go negative, it's not like they're playing bad. But they're getting people on B for SoaR, so Gunjar is going to have to push up in there. At this point, if you're Gunjar, do you step out of top control then?
Yeah, he's going to need to at least contest his B cap, right there. And as you see him, he does. And he's going to be watching that mid street. He knows he has teammates pushing up green alley on his right, and he's able to take that B flag back. And right now, with 1:20 left, I'd like to see him push up further into their base and try and neutralize that C flag. But he gets taken out, obviously. So, I mean, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, you can't do anything if you get taken out. But so you talked about neutralizing the C flag. Sometimes, I mean, it seems like it always puts a team out of position, and we saw he goes down, trying to do that, and they lose B. So it's going to be up to Theory to take it back, but he is unable to. So right now, SoaR picking it up.
Yeah, and I mean, SoaR is definitely. It was a great play right there out of them. I mean, only a minute left, but to take this B flag, every point matters so close, so much in domination because the games are so close. So, I mean, if they can hold this B flag for, I mean, the rest of this time, it's only about 35 seconds. I mean, you see Theory taking C. I mean, if they can hold C and B for the rest of the game, or, I mean, it looks like they're going to take A, it would really be huge for them. I mean, they didn't have the best slaying game, but they're still keeping it close and manageable going in the second half.
Yeah, as long as they can control B for the rest of the time, they're going to get about 5 seconds back. So that would make it a, let's see, I can't do the math really quick. It's going to be like 72 to 7 or 80, I think, what the score will be. And that will be like a great confidence builder for this SoaR team. And I talk a lot about confidence in Call of Duty because I think it's all about confidence. And it was 80 to 75, so I was a little bit off on my math. But still, great first round of Dom.
Still, that's if you're SoaR, you have to be extremely happy because, I mean, with the way Spacely and Method started that game off, I believe we said it was a combined 2 for 12. I mean, if you can keep it within 5 points, I mean, that is huge going into the second half. I mean, TK definitely with Gunjar that had an amazing slaying throughout the whole first half. But going into the second half, I mean, if SoaR doesn't get a bad start out of those two players, they're really going to be in good position to take this map.
Yeah, Spacely a little lackluster, 7 and 17 with only 2 caps. And on the reverse side, Gunjar 23 and 9. That's an all-star performance right there. That's exactly what you want if you're TK. So right now, Mr. X, going into the second side, what does SoaR need to do to lock down the map?
You know, I think SoaR really, I mean, it's only 5 points. They really can just play, they can play their game. They don't really need to change anything up. They're not down by 20 or 30 points where they need to do something kind of drastic off the start. They really just need to play their game. And as long as they get good production out of Methods and Spacely at the start of this game, I think they're going to come back and win this. And I want to go on with SoaR this round. We were on with TK the whole round last round. We're not using the broadcaster mode right now because a lot of the teams don't want to use those, enable the esports features. They feel it lags the game up. So right now we're just jumping on with either team, and we're just showing you all one team pretty much for a whole half. So right now I want to go on with SoaR.
All right, well, I am watching Heist right now, and I love this push straight up into top control, and he'll be pushing through with that MTAR. He is going to see a player, takes him out. So right now it already looks like he's pushing straight for C. I could be wrong, but they're capping B right now, and he will take Sharp out. So yes, he was going for that neutralization.
Yeah, that fall damage, though. That fall damage, man. I mean, if he didn't take that fall damage right there, he probably would have neutralized C, and that would have been a huge play to start the game. But you see SoaR taking out 2 players. It's a perfect opportunity to hop B, and you see Liar. He's going to be on the B flag, gets taken out by Theory. You know, that's 3 kills right there, taken out for TK. And I mean, Methods, he needed that kill. I mean, he neutralized the flag, but if he would have gotten that kill, it would have given SoaR both of each home flag, and it would have spawned TK mid-map.
So I'm kind of like not confused. Why are they so hell-bent on trying to get C? Do they think it's a better side maybe? Because I'm watching Methods again, and he's pushing C one more time. So they seem to be very aggressive, maybe trying to take TK off their game.
Yeah, if you can push that home flag and you can neutralize it or put pressure on it, it's going to force the players from TK to rotate out from mid-map, and it's going to be a lot easier to get B. Because if you're going to try and fight B straight up, it's going to be a very difficult fight. I mean, if you're going to fight that AR on that green street, it's going to be extremely difficult, especially if you're spawning in that back right. And you see 2 knives straight through. You see Gunjar getting a knife kill and Theory getting a knife kill. But, you know, right here, we're basically spawning. If you're going to try and fight an AR down the street as a submachine gun player, it's not going to end well for you. So that's why you see a lot of teams try and push all the way through C, try and neutralize or get that flag, and then force the other team to spawn mid-map and try and just make them pick a direction to go back to.
Yes, and right now it does look like Heist was in trying to get C, so they are taking advantage of that. Man, 40-22 score right now. It's kind of getting out of hand already.
Yeah, you know, right now, I mean, SoaR's got to come up big. They only lost that first half by 5, but the second half seems like it's getting away from them. And, I mean, Theory going 7-1, stepping up huge. I'm actually going to go on board with TK for this half, and you see Sharp actually locking down this green street like I was talking about with an AR. It looks like he has his specialist. He has sleight of hand. You can tell with the way he's reloading. And, you know, actually he gets taken out by a Spacely. If I was Sharp right there, I probably would have pushed further back more towards my spot on that green street and used having that AR to have your advantage over there, because that's really your power position on that street.
Yeah, and if he's in the servers area or the green area, a sub can take him out very quickly. But right now, I'm watching Theory as he's going to push top control, and I like this view, but I don't like it with this sub. You can get taken out by somebody on the catwalk fairly easily, but SoaR just having a hard time slaying now. It seemed like they came out hot, and as soon as they started pushing for C, they lost map control.
Yeah, you know, they really never gained too much map control, like you were saying. That they tried to push for C right off the bat, and they're finally able to get it, but they ended up giving up A in the process, so that trade-off, I mean, really does nothing for them. And you know, they're really going to need to come up big in this last minute 30 seconds. I mean, they only lost the first half by 5, but if they don't do something very soon, I mean, this is pretty much going to be over.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's over already. Theory, he is dominating. He is 13-1. and I am watching him right now, bringing it to 14-1. So Theory, a big reason why TK is able to be dominant right now, and it's a 33-point lead. Who saw this coming after only an 8-point first half?
Yeah, and I mean, you know, by winning that first half by 5, I really didn't see this one coming, but you can, I mean, TK has dominated the kill feed throughout the entire game. If you look at the scoreboard, I mean, Theory 14-2, Neslo 10-7, Sharp 11-10, and Goonjar 12-6. And you see for the SoaR lineup, I mean, you really have nobody over 10 kills, and that's going to be extremely hard to win games like this. And I mean, right now you just have Goonjar. He's playing this extremely slow. He knows they need to come back and get that C flag. And I mean, you see in the top right, Methods left the game. They're all leaving the game. That usually means the game's over. Usually people start quitting out when they're pretty much lost. So, I mean, a great win from TK here, and they're going to move on to the finals. I don't have the score of the FaZe against Curse Las Vegas game yet. It has not updated on the GB. Actually, it's Curse Las Vegas against Fuse. Sorry, I don't have the score for that on the websites. So that match I assume is still going on, and I mean it's a great matchup between those two teams. I mean, we saw TK win this matchup against SoaR, obviously, but talk a little bit more about Curse Las Vegas against Fuse. I mean, Fuse picking up Example. I've seen Example play numerous times. Extremely talented player, and probably giving that Curse Las Vegas team some new fits.
Well, yeah, it just gives them a new look, a new dynamic, and Historify, to me, is one of the smartest players in the game. I had the chance to coach them for all of 2 show matches on MLG, and I am just impressed by how skilled each one of those players on Fuse are, and how smart they are. And they showed it when they went to Columbus. I mean, they went from, you know, placing nowhere to placing, I believe it was 6 through 9, or
yeah,
I can't remember what it was, but they did really well, as well as Justice did well, who lost to FaZe, right?
I believe Justice lost to the Halo team. I believe they lost to I believe they lost to Primal somewhere in the open, but they were able to fight their entire way back. And you know, right there from TK, I mean, we saw them come up huge right there. Their slaying power, actually, they showed up that game. I mean, Theory, I think, was 16-3. I mean, that's the type of scores they're going to need more consistently from Theory and Goonjar to win those domination games against those top teams. But right now we're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to find out the score of the Fuse versus Curse Las Vegas. We might even see if we can jump into that game if it's still going on. And then we will be back with the finals of the 2K series.